Ladies and gentlemen, people, we are talking about having fun, finding Zen, finding that namaste, if you know what I'm saying, with the art, right? So, how do you do that? Because I don't know about y'all, when I'm creating, sometimes I'm in my head the whole time, and it's like, this ain't looking good, proportions aren't looking good, like, this shading over here is kind of messed up, like, whatever, right? And it makes creating art really hard to do. Like, you don't feel peaceful, your mind's always at war, right? So I was thinking about this last night, and I'm working on this new big piece, right? This leopard with this alligator, right? So anyways, I sketched out the outline of this a while ago, and as you can see, I got like a little grid system going on here. Like, I really wanted nothing to look goofy. And when you're doing like animals and stuff, it's really easy for it to look goofy just because most people kind of know what a leopard face is supposed to look like. Same with people, right? That's why we try so hard to do anatomy and study, because it's really easy to tell when something's just not right. So I was thinking about it, and I put this off for about a month. I was doing other things. She's staring at you. I was doing other things, right? And then I was like, what do I draw? The other night I finished up with that piece I was talking to you guys about yesterday, the one that kind of, didn't kind of went sideways, right? I was like, what do I draw? What do I draw? I'm like, yo, I've been putting this off. This piece could be fire, right? It's a big piece. Haven't done a lot of big pieces. So I'm like, you know what, whatever, we're just gonna do it. And man, it was so scary because I kind of knew that stuff wasn't perfect. The proportions weren't perfect. And I kind of got into a little battle for a second, and I'm just like, you know what, whatever, dude. Like, if I don't finish it, the piece it's not gonna be anything anyways, so who cares if it's messed up or not perfect. And a lot of the times, what are you doing? A lot of the times, if you finish something, it ends up looking better than you thought in the end, even if the proportions aren't perfect, right? What? So I started working on it, and I just kind of let my thoughts go, and I just started having fun. And I'm looking at it, and I'm doing this eye on this side right here. You'll see that. And I'm like, yo, this is actually looking kind of freaking sick. I'm like, yo, what? And I got like, I don't know, I was having such a good time. Wasn't even listening to any music. I usually listen to like some music or something. I was just in the zone, and I realized like you have to actively have this battle with yourself saying, don't take it seriously. Don't take it seriously. Don't take it seriously. Just do it. And like, if it messes up and it doesn't come out how you want, I mean, we're all gonna die, you know what I'm saying? We're all gonna leave this earth one day. You never know, right? And we underestimate ourselves. It's like, you're riding a bike and you see the cool kids on the block. I mean, I don't know if kids are still learning how to ride bikes or they're just playing on their iPad, right? But back in my day, right, we used to ride bikes. And I remember like all the cool kids be riding their bikes, right? I'm like, man, you think about it, right? Like, oh man, that's so scary. Like, what if I fall? Like, what if I hurt myself? Guess what? You fall off the bike, right? I fell off the bike, right? And when I fell, I'm like, you know what? That wasn't that bad. Like, scrape my knee up a little bit, but it's no biggie. Who cares, right? I'm having fun with my friends, and I get on, and I think my dad was pushing me, right, and they just lets me go, and I didn't even know. There's the crazy thing. He was pushing me, and he stopped pushing me. I didn't know he stopped pushing me, right? And now I'm just going, and I'm like, I look back, I'm like, yo, you can stop pushing me. And I'm like, yo, I've been going for a second, right? And then I'm like, boom, like, never had a problem riding a bike, right? And it can be that way for a lot of things. Like the fear holds you back. And when you just let it go, you're like, all right, let me get hurt. Like, let me fail. Like, I'm coming into this. This might suck. And you just have that mindset. Like, I used to do flips when I was younger, like back flips and stuff like that. And when I'd be learning a new trick, a new flip, right? Especially something really scary, like maybe like two back folds in a row, which is like a backflip with a 360 twist, right? Doing two of those in a row, um, I couldn't get over that fear for the longest time. And then one day I was like, you know what? I just feel like if I'm landing on my butt, like who cares? Like I'm just, you get that kind of mood, and you're just like, all right, let's go. Like I'm ready to take a hit today. I'm ready to take a punch, right? And guess what? I landed on my back, right? But we do it again, and then boom, I got it, and now I still have it, right? I mean, I haven't flipped in, a couple years, but I bet I could still do it. Anyways, so just have that mindset where it's like coming in, we're just gonna have a good time, and if it doesn't turn out well, it doesn't turn out. It's probably better that you're out here spending this time working on art and creating than consuming anyways. So either way is beneficial to you. And if it works out, boom, you got a fire piece to show your friends and a fire piece to hang on the wall, right? So, anyways, that's all I got to talk about. I'm out. We done yapping. Hope y'all got something from this. Peace.